Hey guys, and welcome to the Farm and Pastor's Wife. I am so glad you could join me today. Today we're going to make Brickle. Now, Brickle is kind of like a cracker toffee. I think some people refer to it as Christmas crack. I don't call it that. I call it Brickle. So that's what we're making today. Okay guys, so it seems like forever since I have been on here and made a video where it looked like I felt good. I haven't been on in a few days. I did put on the gingerbread cookie video, but part of it was made several days ago when I had a brief moment of feeling good. And I just haven't been on, and the last video I made looks like I felt horrible. And I have been sick, and today I actually feel good. It is almost Christmas. We're just a few days away from Christmas. I'm really sad. Every year I make tons and tons and tons of goodies. And the Saturday before Christmas, we invite the church to just come by whenever they want to. It's kind of an open door floating event. I have plates. They come make themselves a plate of goodies, and they sit and visit, and then they can go home with their bellies full. And today is the day we normally do that. This is the Saturday before Christmas, and I have just been so sick we had to cancel that this year. I have hardly made anything. I made the gingerbread cookies. I made some Italian Christmas cookies for the first time. I've never made those before, and I did these last night. Like, I haven't felt good at all. So there's nothing made. Earlier today, I made a batch of fudge. And if you want to see how to make fudge, I have the video from a couple years ago. Maybe even last year, I'm not sure. But I'll try to remember to link it below. If not, just go search my videos for it. I think it's called There's a Thief in the House, because I caught Bryant trying to steal the fudge out of the refrigerator. But anyway, so I'm just kind of going to make a few goodies for my family to munch on our Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve, we just kind of hang out and munch. I go ahead and make something for breakfast for the next day, kind of get it prepared. And I make goodies all day, and we munch on them all day. Then we go to church for Christmas Eve service, and then we come back and we open our gifts to each other. Starting with pajamas, of course. So, since I've not been able to make my plethora of goodies, we have some staple goodies that have to get made. My fudge is one of them. That's mine. I have to have fudge for me. I'm the one that wants fudge. Brickle is one that Isaac and Bryant asked for. Of course, we're going to have sausage balls. We have to have bacon wrapped artichoke hearts. But anyway, let's make Brickle. That's what we're here for today. We're going to make Brickle. So let me get all the stuff out, and I'll bring you right back. Okay, let's go over a few things you're going to need. You're going to need 2 sticks of butter. You're going to need a firmly packed cup of brown sugar. You're going to need some saltine crackers. You're going to need some chocolate chips. And you're going to need some pecans or almonds or nuts of your choice. Or you can omit the nuts. You don't have to use those. And some almond extract or vanilla extract. I'm going to use vanilla, and I'm just going to use like a teaspoon of vanilla. So, first thing we do is let's look over here. I've got a bacon dish that I have wrapped in tinfoil, and you really want to do that. Don't try to skip that step. That makes breaking it apart easier. And I still spray the tinfoil. And I'm going to open up my saltine crackers. And I place them salt side up. Salt side up. And I just fill up the cookie sheet. I don't think I used my butter. Covers quite all of it, but you can break off any uncovered crackers at the end. Excuse me, I may still have a little coughing fit. If I do, I'll cut the camera off and have my little fit and come back. So I'm just placing these crackers on here like so. And remember, I said salt side up. I don't guess that matters, but this is just the way I've always done it. Now, if I didn't have the camera going, I would already have my butter starting to heat up. Actually, a smaller bread pan works a little bit better than this big one. But like I said, we can break off any uncovered stuff at the end. Y'all, my fudge is so good. I love my fudge. I love the Brickle too, but the boys love the Brickle so much. It's one of the staple Christmas things. I think what I'm going to do is, since I haven't made them for Christmas, you know, a bunch of goodies, and I bought all the stuff, I think I'm going to have either a New Year's or football or some kind of party where we can have them all. All right, let's go over to the stove. Okay, I've preheated the oven to 400, so it's coming to temperature. We're gonna, in a heavy bottom pot, we're gonna put in our 2 sticks of butter. And I like to get it melted just a little bit before I add my sugar in. I just kind of like to give it a head start. I'm not sure why, but I do. It doesn't have to be completely melted, just a little bit of liquid, and it might melt if I turn the oven on or stove on. So I have a question for you guys. We're starting to think about a remodel, kitchen remodel. I don't know if you can tell, but my kitchen is extremely small and we need to expand. And I am wanting, electric is fine for the oven, but I really would like to go to a gas stove top. Can y'all leave me your comments and your thoughts about that? I've never cooked with gas. I don't necessarily want to bake with it, so I'm fine keeping the oven electric, but I think I would like the stove top. And I'm throwing butter everywhere. I would really like the stove top to be gas, is my thought. But I need to hear from you guys that know better. Maybe some of you that's had both. Which do you prefer? I really would like, and my reasoning is not necessarily for how it cooks, because I don't know any different than electric. I do like the burners better of a gas, and for when the power goes out, we can still have something. Hopefully. Maybe maybe we can't. I don't know. Maybe that was a dumb thing for me to say. I'm not sure. I don't know. All right, I'm going to go ahead. I got the butter started. So I'm going to go ahead and put in my cup of brown sugar. And as far as the flavoring goes, I think I am going to put just a tad bit of almond, but mainly vanilla. That's your call. Almond's a pretty strong flavor. I don't cook with almond a lot. I have a chocolate cake that calls for almond that I use it in. And we're just going to melt this together. I'm going to bring it to a kind of a boil, and I'm going to let it boil for about 3 minutes. And then we'll set it over here behind me. And we'll go on with the rest. I'll bring you back when it comes to a boil. Okay, it's starting to bubble up. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the timer on for 3 minutes. And I'm going to stir constantly while it's bubbling. I normally like to have gloves on when I do this because sometimes it pops up and hits my hand. This is going to make a great hard caramel. You probably could use your thermometer, but I'm not even sure what temperature it needs to come to. That's why I like this recipe. Excuse me. I just let it cook between 2 to 3 minutes. If it starts looking pretty tight at 2.5 minutes, sometimes I take it off there. And I have a feeling that we'll bring this off at 2 minutes, maybe 2.5. It looks good and thick. And you want it still loose enough that you can spread it over the crackers. But you want to stir it constantly because you don't want it to burn. Yeah, I'm going to take this off at 2.5 minutes. Because it's going to actually go back in the oven and heat back up. Alright, let's cut the timer off. And let's go set it over here, guys. Now here's kind of a neat little thing you're fixing to witness. The reaction when you put flavoring in. I don't know if you heard that very well. Here it goes. All right, and I'm just going to pour this over the crackers. don't know if you can see good, but I'm going to take an offset spatula and just kind of spread this around before it gets too solid. And don't worry about if it doesn't go all the way to the edge. Like I said, we can break some of that plain cracker off. That's okay, no big deal. And we'll be able to spread a little bit more. It's going to spread around on its own in the oven too, because it's going to liquefy back up. I mean, it's like a caramel right now. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but that last line of crackers may not even have any on it, and that's okay. That's okay. We can deal with that. Better to have them there and not need them than to need them and not have them there. All right, so now we're going in to the 400-degree oven. It's not quite 400, but it's close enough. It is close enough. Let me see if I can get any more of this out. Looky there. I'm getting some more out. All right. We're going in the 400-degree oven for 5 minutes. And I'm going to put hot water in this ASAP. All right, I'll bring you back when it comes out of the oven. All right, let's get these out of the oven.
Hey, honey, I'm home.
Guess who's home, y'all?
Hey, everybody.
All right, as you can see, it's all good and soft and bubbly. So now's when you take your chocolate chips and you just drop them all over, and you're going to let them sit for about a minute, 30 seconds to a minute. And you can use milk chocolate. I think my family seems to like the semi-sweet the best. So that's what I'm using. And you just put as many or as little as you want. I think this is about 2 cups, which is 12 ounces, a 12-ounce bag. So we're going to let those sit for just a minute. Once they sit for just a minute, they're going to start to melt, and then we can smear it all across. So I'll bring you back once they've sat long enough. Okay, let's check and see if it's soft enough now. Look, can y'all see how it's melting? And I'm just painting these crackers with chocolate. It's melted. Be careful, because some of the crackers will come up. Oh, you're going to get burnt. See him stick his finger in there. And see, I have just frosted this brickle with that chocolate that just melted right on it. All right. So now, let's take whatever nut. I think I'm going to use pecans, which is what I have out. And I'm just going to sprinkle the top with some pecans. Now, if you toasted these ahead of time, oh, that would be delicious. I didn't take the time to toast these. I don't think I normally do, but that would be delicious. Toasted nuts, oh my goodness. Toasted almonds, oh, that would be delish. I love almonds and chocolate together. All right. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna set, it's pretty chilly today. I'm gonna set this out on the porch and we're gonna just let it firm up. And once it firms up and gets cold, we can break it apart and you just break it into pieces and it's like candy, like toffee candy. So I'll bring you back once it is completely set up and gotten cold. I may end up putting it in the refrigerator, but right now I think I'm just gonna set it out on the porch. Okay guys, well the Brickle has set up. I've got my cookie tin here. I've got a little piece of parchment I'm just folding down. Could be wax paper, could be a paper towel, whatever, just something to cover the bottom. And it doesn't have to be covered completely. Here is our Brickle, and let me show you how we're gonna break it up. And I just come in here, okay, see that's a cracker that doesn't have a lot on it. We'll throw that away. But I just come in here and I just break it in pieces, like just little cracker pieces. And we just throw it in here. Let me show you. You see it's got the toffee, the caramel, the hard caramel, the chocolate, the cracker. It's got all those layers in this one candy. Y'all could make this and sell it. I'm telling you, you could. Take it to work. Sell it for Christmas. Some good stuff. This is Isaac and Bryant's favorite. And like I said, toasting the pecans or almonds. Oh my goodness, that would be so good. Sorry, y'all, I'm still sniffling and sick sounding. I still have a little bit of the pneumonia, but I feel so much better than I did. I'm going to go ahead and put these. I wouldn't give these to, like, guests, but for us to nibble on, I'm going to stick them in there because, you know, a lot of the crackers showing. I'll save that one to taste for you guys. All right. Let me wipe my hands real quick. Got chocolate all over them. The lid on my tin. And let's give this Brickle a taste. I wish Bryant was here because this is his favorite. He loves it. He had a ministry call to go on, so he's not here right now. So here we go. The cracker, the toffee part, the nut, the chocolate. It tastes like toffee. That is some good stuff. Now, don't get in your teeth. But, good stuff. So, there is my Brickle recipe. I hope you guys make that. I hope you put it in, like, this will be one of many batches, I'm sure. Well, I don't know. Since I'm not cooking for the church this year, it may only just be one. But normally I make like 3 or 4 pans of this stuff. So, y'all, there's our Brickle recipe. So y'all enjoy. Make this. You've probably got everything, especially here at Christmas. I know you probably got chocolate chips because that's kind of a staple at Christmas. Most people... Okay, sorry, the phone rang. I don't even know what I was saying. But anyway, we will, I don't know what I was saying. Anyway, y'all enjoy this Brickle. I hope you, you've probably got chocolate chips. You've probably got soda crackers, because if you eat those with soup, and brown sugar and butter, and then flavoring. So, these are staples that you should have on hand, or you might have on hand. And it's easy to make. So easy. I whipped this up in no time. So y'all have a great day. Thank you for watching The Farm and Pastor's Wife. Thank you for visiting with me on the farm. Thank you for being patient while I've been gone and been sick. Thank you for loving me and missing me. And y'all have a great day. And remember, if the grease is hot enough, you can fry anything. Bye, y'all.